Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. Through the years, we've had several terrific conversations with Chelsey Edwards during her time at the United States Naval Academy. Though, Chelsey, I don't think we've ever talked under pandemic circumstances and ROM and things of that nature, stuff that as experienced as you are here at the Academy, even you and your fellow seniors have not experienced anything like this. Just what has the last year been like, especially as we know what it means getting closer and closer to graduation. What's the last year been like for you?
It has been full of a lot of ups and downs because we've struggled with trying to be on and off with training, going into ROM, having to work out by ourselves. So it has been really difficult to be pretty consistent with our training, as well as like work with our teammates, because we have had to do a lot of social distancing. But overall, our team has really been working hard. We're back in it again. We've been back for about a week now, so we're finally back to competing with each other. It's been pretty difficult, but we're still chugging through.
I was going to say, we know when you compete as an athlete, obviously a lot of this is physical, and whether you're in peak physical condition, but how much of this is also mentally right now for you and your teammates?
For me, mentally, it's been a little draining because we're going through a lot of emotional highs and lows with the uncertainty of the season, and then figuring out that we have meets, and it's always up in the air. We never know what's going to happen with COVID regulations, whether someone's going to get dinged right before a meet. So it's pretty difficult. Mentally, it can really get you because we have also the academic side with the sports side. So everything, we're just trying to keep a balance. It's very different from the past 3 years. So I wouldn't really wish it upon many athletes, but we're still working through it.
I was going to say right now, whether it's Army on the marquee or anybody on the marquee right now, would it feel like you're competing against Army just because you would have the joy of competing in any way, shape, or form right now with the time that you all have lost this season?
I think so, yes. We had Army-Navy indoor, and the crazy thing is with Army-Navy, the competition is completely different. The meet is extremely high energy compared to any other meet that we have. So despite whether or not we're going to against some Maryland schools or any other team in the Patriot League, the difference between Army Navy and another meet is pretty black and white because of the rivalry, but also the same tone that we all have, and the same tone that we've had over just having to compete in a COVID environment.
Folks can go look at your litany of records and accomplishments during the course of your Patriot League career, so numerous. As you look back on all of this and still with what remains, hopefully for you all from a competition spot this spring, how have you achieved all of this and been able to balance what being a Division I student athlete certainly means at the Naval Academy? Because as we often tell people, it's a little bit different than most civilian schools, that's for sure.
Right. I've definitely had to, if I have to reflect back onto how I've done over the past 3 seasons or past 3 years, it's definitely just being able to rely on my teammates, through the ups and downs. They have been able to help me balance everything, relying on my coaches to train me the best way possible, whether it's in the weight room or on the track. All of it kind of compiles together and just helps you compete in the best way possible when it actually comes to a meet format. So when we, are in our practice, we have to compete no matter what, so that we can so that we can compete strongly in the regular meet.
When you look around the academy and look around the hall, and we know certainly, so much of your experience occurs in the hall, and a lot of people don't see the everyday things that you all do before you even get to a practice. But as being a senior and looking around, this whole experience, seeing someone like Sydney Barber ascend to where she has now from a leadership position, you as a senior on your team, being counted upon as a leader and to lead within your team there. But what does it mean to you individually and to women at the academy as a whole to see someone like Sydney given that type of responsibility, and now anyone that follows in your footsteps now can also think to themselves that, hey, one day if I do the right things each day in the hall, I can ascend to a leadership position just like that?
It honestly makes me extremely proud and extremely sentimental at the same time. Just being able to see that, women are paving the way and that my own teammate is paving the way, and just seeing that there is more to come. And it makes me sentimental because, this is our last year, and here we are in these leadership positions, being able to shed light on other people and being able to lead to make change and make a difference. So it just makes me extremely proud, and it's very humbling as well, because leadership is not easy, it never will be.
Right.
So we're just, learning and changing and developing based on, the different environment we're given, because it has been a completely different struggle due to COVID. And just to be able to transition from leadership positions from our senior year into the fleet, I think it'll help us in the long run.
Chelsey, we've had some awesome conversations through the years. Congratulations on what you've accomplished, and certainly continued success over these last couple of months here. Finish strong, and we certainly appreciate you and the decision that all of you make to eventually serve in the fleet and defend our country. Appreciate the time today.
Thank you, Pete.